Hi guys, it's Nancy from Fibro Fancy Nancy. I didn't have the energy to do my hair or makeup today, so please just ignore that. But I did want to come on and talk about some more practical tips for living with fibromyalgia. And what I wanted to focus on today is grocery shopping, because that's something that is a little bit challenging for me on most days. I do live about at least 30 minutes from a big grocery store, so that makes it a little more difficult for me. But either way, I do have some tips and some strategies that I use to make grocery shopping a little easier, so I'd like to share those with you. First would be to plan ahead. And by planning ahead, that means, yes, making a list. And I try to keep a running list as I think of things. I will use actually the Notes app in my phone and add things day by day so that I don't forget something, when I'm there. So that makes it a little bit easier. I also try to plan the list according to the layout of the store that I'm going to, so I don't have to backtrack. I go to our local store, which is only about 5 minutes away, for what I can, the basics. And then I'll go to a bigger store which carries more of the things that I need on a different day normally, because doing both on the same day can be more challenging. Another thing that I found that does help me when I am shopping in general, but especially grocery shopping, is to drink a lot of water. I do find that staying hydrated does help with pain and fatigue. Another good thing would be to take small breaks throughout the store. I stop and a lot of times just put one of my feet up on the bottom of the grocery cart and kind of do some subtle stretches, some calf stretches or some back stretches, neck stretches. I mean, obviously you're not going to just lie down on the floor and do yoga or something at the grocery, but subtle stretching does make a difference, and also taking your time. I know for me, having this illness, I tend to try and rush through things a lot, especially things that I just have to do and don't necessarily want to do. And I think that's because I know I'm going to be in more pain when I'm done, and I just want to get it done and get home and get in my pajamas and try and feel better. So I think it's a mental thing where I just tend to rush. But when I slow down and try and live in the moment and take my time, it does really help. So I have to actually remind myself a lot of times that I'm not in a race and there is no rush. Another thing that helps me is to wear the most comfortable shoes that I can, which seems obvious, but it's not always. If you want to wear cute shoes that aren't too comfortable, then just have a pair of tennis shoes or something that's more comfortable in your car. Having that can make a big difference. And then also, I almost always have some kind of jacket or hoodie or something with me, because I get really cold in grocery stores, especially in the freezer section. So anything that I can do to increase my comfort really helps with that chore. And then also, I don't normally have the energy that day left over to come home, put everything away, and then cook dinner. So I will usually pick something up at the store that's just quick and ready-made, like a rotisserie chicken or something from the soup and salad bar, or even, as I've done on more occasions than I care to admit, I will go buy Wendy's and pick up chili or something for my husband and myself for dinner, because doing all the shopping and having a long drive and then coming home and cooking dinner just doesn't happen for me. Now, the only other thing that I would say is if you have young children that you have to get in and out of a car seat and take in the grocery with you and have them in the cart, and that's a horse of a different color, and that's something that I can't honestly speak real intelligently about, because it's just not my situation. I know that a lot of women out there do have young children and are dealing with fibromyalgia. If you have found ways to make that situation easier with young kids, please leave that in the comments below, because I know that viewers with young children would really appreciate that. So anyway, those are my tips for more successful grocery shopping with fibromyalgia. If there's anything that I have not thought of that you do to make the process easier, please also leave that in the comments below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.